Amanda here from scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and today I've got a sweet treat designer handbag for you. It's an awesome little bit of fun for you to create. Now I have created something very similar before, and that housed post-it notes. And I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below. And I thought I'd come and I'd kind of remake it. The sizes are different, the measurements are different, because this one houses Tic Tacs. A brilliant and very frugal sweet treat that you can get. And I've got two different designs here. One is slightly stepped up with lots and lots of detail, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And then the other one is slightly plainer, and the reason being that the more stepped up one is for a gift, an individual gift. If you just want to spend that little bit more time on something and really go all out and really enjoy what you're doing and just add that little extra touch. And this one is a slightly easier version, and I've made it so because with the idea of those people who do craft fairs, you need things that are quick to make without lots of fiddly detail to make things profitable for you. So that is the one we're going to make today. So I'll just quickly talk you through the more detailed one. So it's very much based on my previous design. As you can see, we've got little pearls for feet. And if you can see, we have got a stitched edge detail all the way around the cardstock, even on the handle, okay, and I've inked everywhere and used rhinestones as well. Alright, so how have I got that stitched edge all the way around? I have used, where have I put them? I had them here a minute ago. The stitched nested label dies, which, where have they gone? Because they were here. Really? Are you having me on? They're here. No, I was like, where are they? So these are there, and it's a 9-piece set. It's absolutely awesome. And in with all of these fantastic shapes, you get this straight piece here, which means you can line it up with a little bit of time and a little bit of patience and some washi tape. You can line it up and you can put that stitched edge all the way around your cardstock before you start scoring. And that's how I've done that. And then the little flap here is from one of the shapes there. I've used two different sizes. That one's a slightly larger one than that one. Just depends what look you'd like. So that's what I've used. And then my little sentiment I've just taken from lots and lots of our fantastic Stampin' Up! Stamps. Have got these little tiny sentiments like hello and thanks and smile and love and things like that. So I've taken this one from Varied Vases because I really like the font and it's nice and small. So that's the detailed one. I'm going to put that to one side because we're going to make the simpler version today. So we've got a piece of cardstock here, and this measures, let me get my notes, it measures 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Alright, so you can get quite a few of these from a sheet of A4, which makes them even more frugal. Alright, now you can layer it with papers, you could stamp the card, you could do anything, but to keep it really simple for craft fairs, we're just having it plain. So we're going to fold and burnish those score lines like so. Alright, and then the larger flap comes up and the smaller flap's going to go over. So if we want a decorative edge there, we're going to use our decorative edge punch, triple edge. Oh, I can never remember the name of things, I'm sorry. I'll leave everything that I've used over on my blog. And the link to the blog post for this project will be in the description box below. So go below the video, and where it says show more, that's where you want to be. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I have already inked up this tool with some ink, and I'm just going to ink all the way around. It's going to might make the table rock, I'm sorry. Inking all the way around there. Okay, just get some more ink ready for the next process. That's like so. And then you want a strip of cardstock. Now this measures, I've not cut it very straight by the looks of it, but never mind. This measures 1 inch by about 7 inches. I've got more than I need there. And then for the handle, I've got this strip, and this measures 3.5 by 1/2 inch. All right, and so again, I'm just going to ink over, just because it's plain white cardstock, I'm just going to ink that bit. I might as well ink this as well. Might as well while I'm here. But it's up to you if you want to go to the effort of inking it or not. So then what I did was, because Tic Tacs are a funny shape, it's kind of like beveled there and it goes out, not straight. Instead of going to the pain of trying to work out where to score and where to this and where to that, I'm just literally holding it on the long side, I'm eyeballing the middle, and I'm just folding my cardstock around it. Alright, and also if you are doing craft fairs, that is way easier than scoring 1 billion pieces of cardstock. Okie doke. So I'm using some good strong red line tape, which I do get from eBay. Get that off there. You can use glue if you want, it'd be just as good, probably. Okay, so put that back over. Now you want it snug, but you don't want it, you know, so tight that you can't slide those in and out. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some more over the top. Okay. And if you use a good strong tape, it's quicker than glue if you're creating in bulk, because you've got no drying time. So you know you're done, you're good to go. That off there, peel those off. Alright, and then you just simply line it in the centre part there, not getting too close to any of the score lines. Alright, and you've got a little increment each side there, and then that will fold up like that and like that. Alright, and then we've got one of the small nested labels, stitched nested labels. I'm just going to really quickly ink that as well. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look whereabouts I want it. I want it about there. I want some protruding down there because that's where I'm going to put my fastening. Up a bit, I think I'll put the fastening actually on the other one. If you use the larger one, where's my other sample? This one's using a larger one. If you use that, you can put the Velcro on the back of here. If you're using a smaller one, you want to put the Velcro on the back of the flap, not the die cut. Okay, I'll just fold that over. Make a little crease. And if you don't have these exact dies, you can use something similar. You can even cut your own shapes. This is just a suggestion. And then where I've just folded it, I do want that fairly central so that it looks like like it's meant to be there, sort of thing. Just give that a press a moment. Needs a bit more glue there. Not put enough on. Okay, just hold that a minute. And I'll just leave that to one side while that dries a minute. And then I've got my little handle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold over at each end approximately 1/4 inch. If you want, you could score it on your scoreboard if you want to be precise. Alright, and then I'll just put a little bit of tape. Where I've folded it up, I want the tape there. Try not to get my messy hair in the shot because it's the weekend. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not spending time styling my hair if I'm not going out. I'm having a resting weekend. Try and rest my bones. Right, so I'll put that one on there. Like so. Okay. And just snip that off there. give it a good press, and then we can get that off easily, in theory. And then what I do is just get a bone folder, or you can even do it with a pen or a ruler, and just gently curve that handle. And then when I put it on here, what I do is I don't put it right up to the edge. What I do is I line it up almost like I'm doing a card base, so that there's an even increment all the way around. Just a little tiny gap like that. I'm in shot like that. Just a little tiny gap all the way around. And it just looks a little bit neater. And about there. Okay. And if you decide you want a longer handle, you could just cut that one longer. I think that one looks a bit shorter than that one. Maybe I cut that one a little bit longer. But it's trial and error. It's a little strip of paper. It doesn't matter. I think I cut that one to 3.5. If you want it a bit longer, cut it to 4. There you go, problem solved. So then I'm just going to cut myself a small... I'm going to need a right little piece of the Velcro. Take the sticky off of one side. I think I paid £1 for this, and it's got two sort of... Is it 2 sheets or 3 sheets? 3 sheets, and they were that size. So 8 by 19 centimetres, and I got 3 of them, and I paid £1 for it. So don't pay more than that. Whatever you do, don't pay a fortune for it, because you can get it. It's only for crafting, and you can get it cheap. If you want to be ultra posh, you could use magnets. I think that's a bit pricey for a little sweet treat, but it's up to you. Alright, and then just fold that over and press it. There we go. So that's our closure done. So now we're just going to do our decorating. So let me grab a little bit of scrap for that. I need some scrap card to layer it on. Here we go. I'm using up my scraps. I'm not cutting into new pieces for these. I'm using basic grey so that it's just a little bit softer. Sometimes black can be a bit harsh, especially if you're pairing it with something as soft as the purple posy, which is a lilac sort of colour. You don't want a harsh black. It won't look good. So I'm going to punch that out with my classic label punch, because, you know, I'm creating for craft fairs. I don't want to be messing about, taking forever. So I'm going to use my punches, which make my life a lot easier. And also, I literally cannot cut straight. So all I've got to do now is just trim that to size. Alright, so it's about as straight as a... There we go. And then I'm going to glue that. I'm just going to ink it. If you're creating en masse, you probably wouldn't go to the extra effort of inking everything, but it doesn't take long, and I do think it looks nice. So, you know, if you were making maybe 20 of these, then that wouldn't be so bad. If you were going into the hundreds, then you might not bother. Or you might end up cracking up. It just depends what you want it for. Okay, dokie. Let me just cut upwards. It's not 100% straight, isn't that? But it doesn't actually really matter that much, because it's only little. Nobody will notice. Nobody will notice. It doesn't matter. Handmade with love, not perfection. Right, so now this is some pretty detail. This is the Stampin' Up scallop to lace trim. So you want to cut 3 scallops, 2 lots of 3, and then either glue it, or I'm going to use red line tape because it's faster. Put a bit of tape on the bottom one, and we're going to layer this top and bottom with lace. Okay. Come on, don't be naughty. Right, so get my sentiment fairly straight. And make sure I've got my lace the right way around, and I'm just aiming for that middle scallop to be in the centre. Alright, which is about there. Try and get it straight, Amanda. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, straight helps. Another little bit. Now this might seem fiddly, but you know, if you do them, you know, make all your bases, then do all your sentiments, get all your handles ready. It don't take long. Don't take long at all. Let me just get that one a bit straighter. That's better. Peel that one off, and we will get off. Sticking to my stupid thing. Right. And we'll put that one in there like that. And just make sure it's peeking over. It'll do for me. And then we're going to trim it off so that it's equal on each side. Okay. There we go. It'll do. It'll do for me. And then we will add some more tape on the back of there. I mean, you can decorate them how you want once you know, you've got the base sorted. You can decorate them whatever you want. You can make them Christmassy with Christmas paper or make them in red card. You could stick a snowman on it. You could do what you want. Right, I'm just going to adhere that across. I've no idea if you can see what I'm doing. I'll just check I'm in shot in a minute. My fingers aren't working very well this week, so I'm struggling to get things lined up. There we go, we've done it. We've done it. Alright, so that's lined up there in the centre. And then just for some extra fancy, we're going to use some of the 2019-2020 in colour faceted dots. I got the name of that right. Oh dear me, right, let's have a look. So I'm going to have one there, and I'm going to have one there. Now on my original sample I've also got one there, and I've got one on each of the shoulders, but I don't know, I don't have any of the small ones left. Oh, we'll have that one. That one looks alright. Looks alright, doesn't it? They're just not, I just wanted the smaller ones on, but you know, use what you've got. If you haven't got these, you'll probably, if you're a crafter like me, you'll have some rhinestones or some pearls somewhere. Dig them out, get them used. Get that central. Just need to get that lace laying flat. And we're good to go, there we go. So there we are, let me just move all that. So there we go, we've got another two. So like I said, that is the stepped up version with the feet and the rhinestones and the stitch detail all the way around. But they all do the same thing, they're all just as lovely. And then they open obviously like so, and that lifts down, and then you can take your tic tacs out. So there you go, give it a try. I'll leave all of the measurements and the details on my blog for you to use at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. If you have a go, come and share it with me. Share it on social media. Come on over to my Facebook. I love to see what you make. Tag me, #scrimpingmommy. And I hope you have fun with it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.